Merci, guys, mon pensant. Found one paper in his book. I wanted to make a little correction because I mentioned that in contrast to order, I'm chaos. I'm not chaos because I'm really organized. I don't think chaotic. I'm just spontaneous. I'm not calculated. That's the word. And I hate hierarchy. There is no one in this universe, not even myself. And there is my friend. He used this phrase. The only time when I'm sure I don't need to do something is when you tell me that I have to do something. So if you tell me I have to smoke weed, I'm sure a million percent I won't smoke it just because you told me. And I don't give a fuck who you are, where you are, anything. Get your shit, go wherever you are, don't interact with me. If you want to interact with me, ask me if I want to interact with you. And most likely I will give you an answer depending on my momental feeling. But those idiots, they cannot gain anyone's attention without pulling and being like all around the person. So discipline, that's one word which, in all honesty, I will never know if I made the right or the wrong decision, or something in between, or something which I don't comprehend, because limitation is always a factor. Maybe something people say there is like beyond, but I would have to see that. I cannot read someone's experience and inherit it. So that's why I don't give any accreditation to written word, just vocal, and exclusively person to person, where you can feel the pulse and the air. When somebody is exhaling, it's warm and it's humid. So no texting, no phone talk, only fax, and person to person. I have white teeth now, just because I don't have money for food. That's it. And it's so hot I wouldn't eat even no chance. So everybody knows for himself. If he has trouble with being unsure or doubtful or re-questioning his decisions, thinking towards the future or past, and be aware, like, thoughts can be noised up, let's say. There can be a lot of noise just unawareably. For instance, I thought once that war doesn't make sense as a word, because warrior doesn't make sense, because, let's say, if you have it like chronologically, a warrior would be an object of the subject, which is war. But here it's opposite. Here you have a military and a warrior, and he generates war. So, and he doesn't have the right to ask questions. So it's like, you go there, it's the military has to do this shit without even knowing what they're doing. So that's also fucked up to use people like this. But that's my opinion. Maybe it's the best thing to use people like this. Maybe it's neither. So he told me, war can be within your head. And since he told me this, maybe he told me thousands of times, but that was the moment I could understand it. And I thought I could. Maybe it's now I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's really because from that point on, I didn't have any thought about war and warriors and this linguistical part, encoding Kabbalah shit. So, and so best intentions can lead to depleted destinies. Be aware that what you think in a moment can be confounded with noise, out of euphoria, whatever. Feelings are dangerous. Like cigarette, because it's pure paper, it's the same paper. So anybody who's less talking, more smoking, okay, man? I'm charging, so I'm a little bit less loud. If, for instance, for realities, for me, for approaching it, when somebody says, "Come on, it's not happening," or it's blah 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 blah, come on, you're thinking whatever, you know. I don't think like that because I think logically, from like a strategical point. If I cannot exclude something, then I cannot conclude it. It's not based on, come on, it's not happening because I think so in this moment, and I don't care actually. It's the same what I told. When somebody tells you you need to do this or this, or you should, that means exactly the same as somebody else, not me. I'm not interested, but it sounds like polite. So the only things which are real, in my opinion, which I can say, one is music is real, or not music, frequencies. That's based on sensation and I don't know, it's sensation. The second thing I can conclude for sure is there is a real fear existing. The other thing is this real fear is not mine. That's also the same. I'm million. Has nothing to do with me. It any like reincarnation, 1 of a billion, no, 0.00, no chance. Doesn't have anything to do with me. Anything to do with any human being who has any sort of. It's like I don't know. It's heavy. It's like get away. You know. It's like not a pleasant scene. You know. It's just. It's same as our government. You know. And those all soldiers, spawns, whatever they are, you know, they are just raised 70% for the bureaucratic system. And I could say that our minister is really a valid opponent, I would say, but there's too much stability, let's say, because nothing is getting out, so they covered everything, every hole. And you cannot see anything. It's really professional, so I really accredit it to like. He's really good. He's really intelligent. I respect his intelligence. Let's say that. That's why I think I can learn things from him. You know, observing. But I forgot the string thread. Whatever. Yeah, it's not my field. So basically, by my feeling, I can say there are frequencies, and there and somebody's going to get fucked. That's based on my, like, say, visions, feeling, sensations, and based on what I have seen with my own eyes. With whoever thinks drugs have anything to do with it, they don't have anything to do with it. If you like me, period. Period. But mind you, there are also a lot of things I have to, like, downside, let's say, downsides, or жертвы. You have to make a sacrifice. Why are they so afraid? I don't know. I know I'm chaos. I'm exactly the opposite of order, and I'm so proud of that, because that's natural. I think you don't see, like, order in nature. Why should it be order? They're just cohesion and understanding and respect, mutual respect, and minding your own business, not sticking your nose out to other people's business. You shouldn't have had that inherited as a impulse or something like that. And did anybody watch The Room? By this guy who came from nowhere with a bunch of money and invested a lot of money in a really cheap movie. And I mean, it's the best movie in my opinion. To learn, like, maybe he's the last version of the lower bit system of our reality. Let's say you have, like, X32 and X64, and he was the like the last version, when you, like, say, let's say, I don't know, in terms you can comprehend it with graphics. If you had, like, this bulb, this lamp for searching in the old Windows, then you had, like, this dog who's really, really slow. But they advanced in graphics and to get compromise on functionality, whatever. But that's watch The Room, and this disaster artist, which explains it. So I could, based on that, I had, like, some ideas about my faxing system, because I forgot, like, I want to also make a movie with faxes. It's like a love movie, the first part, and it's like a guy and a girl, they, like, fax, and nothing is cut out. It's all whole scenes with the dial-up, with the paper, with the printing, with those irritating noise line by line, with paper burn and paper jams and everything. But the fax, in one moment, start faxing himself with his chick without him knowing, and she falls in love with the fax machine. And then the end of the movie is like they have sex, like the sex machine and his girl. And in the second part, it's like he's a bank robber. Like, she's driving him in the fax machine, like, but high-end movie with, like, I don't know, Kevin Spacey, Christopher Walken, like A-list actors, like the villain or something like that. But the main guy, like the Bruce Willis, is like this, I don't know, Seiko, like fax machine, and he's like shooting. He cannot walk because he has to be charged on charger. Yeah, on the plug-in where the ashtray is. Ashtray plug. And in the first part, they take over. The fax machine take over. They like invent some secret Morse enigma, fax dial-up, that shit, like Commodore, like Ninja Commodore inside the dial-up, inside the grid. Fuck you, internet. I just figured that I have some technical issues in my movie with my fax machine. When the fax is sending himself to fax, there's no problem because it takes 5 minutes or 3 minutes. But when she's sending the fax back, it should wake him up. But it doesn't, because he's on heroin or on crystal meth and heroin. Yeah, something like that. He's like, I'll find something. I'll find something to. He's like, hey bitch, did you get my fax? I don't know what you're talking about. You're like, vice versa. Happy anniversary, Antonio and Carmela. Happy. I could say that in the last couple of days, things are going good technical wise. I don't have any internet. When I don't have any internet, everything is working fine. I have to miss out on a lot of things, but still, I have my DJing and music. And now I will show you that this is the new computer. Two are sacrificed for parts because they're not working, and for hard disk. One, no x86, no Visual C double, nothing. Everything was deleted. This was the same. This was computer prepared for trash. Original Windows in 10 minutes, clean, working really good. Bam. Nothing is on it. Nothing. Then I was fortunate. Here in my studio, I got a computer from my friends. I had this keyboard and this monitor I found. This mouse I got with the Atari parts. The Atari is less, but it's like time capsule. And now here is Windows 11 offline. This is the offline room. So this is Windows 11, and this is this mouse. I love it. So nice. Come on now. This is also not bad. But no internet. Nada. And Android is coming to the last. If I will choose to use it at all, I will, because of the camera. It's the cheapest camera I can get without any Wi-Fi or protocol. This is offline. This is in the offline room, and Atari, that's the last. So we have time capsule. Look at this. Oh my god! And 7,200 RPM hard disk, real hard disk, extra things. CDs, DVDs. Why not? We got it all. Oh, no internet. And here as well, Emir, respect man. We didn't think we could make this, but he said why not try. He who doesn't know history is doomed to repeat it. I just mentioned to having to have to make sacrifices, meaning like smoking papers, small ones, maybe 20 cents, 30. I don't even have that much. I don't even have for the smallest rolling papers. No ventilation. 30 degrees, but no ventilation. Then, fuck you. You won't be. So you get the idea, Pull the straw out. Push it with something. stick. Don't stumble because it's paper, it's not rice. After all, those windows, I don't think they're original. There's like too many. I just went to see this default apps, and I almost got like sick. So I'm sick of even touching this filth. So schmutzig, would say the Germans. It's too dirty. It's too much filth. Those, I don't want an eye sensor. Print queue. Set default. Microsoft Store. Yes. Bladder cancer. Unimaginable. And at the same time, like Friday, me and my friend were at a bar. In my opinion, there were some suspicious detectors there because it's not the first time that people barely, or not barely, they don't touch drink and they don't talk a word in 2 hours. They sit beside us. That didn't happen the first time. So he asked me, why don't we talk more openly, more frequent, because of safety. And I ignored the protocol this time. That's why we did talk at all. But at the same time, we couldn't connect to the internet here on Saturday. Friday, I couldn't as well. There was a red dot. We checked the router, everything okay. I said it to my mom as well. TV was working. There are cars in the street, even though the city is empty. But now, 4 days later, the whole weekend, Olympics and everything. My mom was the first to report the internet breakout, in other words, breakdown. So the technicians will come and will fix it. It's not complicated. That's what we assumed. But he said, firstly, the whole street wouldn't have internet, and then afterwards, there was some really odd things happening because I was heading to one direction. At the same time, this person is heading to my direction. I was really fast, and I had the impression that there was some glitching in my person who I was talking with. So you either have like a stroke, it's either a really bad stroke, not bad stroke, but stroke, or it's something with that. I made sure that to cover myself because I had the sense of that, but it's much more easy than I thought. Actually, I got an idea. It's much more easier to bit flip than actually I firstly realized. I'll give you a hint. What's the difference between piping in water, heating, and let's say bicycle? As easy as it is. Yeah.